Oh boy, this DLC has been something. I've been struggling a lot, but to start with here, I got a normal mode run right up to the new DLC area, and I'm gonna hope that it goes well. If it doesn't, I have at least a decent 5-cell run that I did before to show off, but God, I gotta admit that it's like I still have not yet beaten the DLC in 5-cell mode. Lower cell difficulty, I wouldn't really say it's a problem, but it's still quite difficult. But hey, that's why what we're doing today is basically, you know, the old training arc trying to get much better at the DLC. But we'll see. We'll see how this even goes. After all, Dead Cells, it's just like always an extremely, just ridiculously difficult game, and certainly the new end game content introduced here is no exception. All right. So you can see kind of the plan that I was going for. A basic brutality run. Managed to get a good legendary ranged weapon. I don't know if I'm going to end up using it against the bosses. That's where it tends to become like a little bit weaker. But for right now, at the very least, I should be able to take out regular enemies in the level okay. But then, like I said, the plan here is maybe to take out that Hayabusa gauntlet. I mean, the real reason that I have this gauntlet with me is because it has the like a lifesteal affix on it. Something that I feel like up until now I have been kind of undervaluing. Like the idea that you can shove it inside of a backpack and then take it out. Ow, hey, come on. I'm trying to do my shtick here. Do you mind? Take it out when you need it. Not have to suffer a 2 times stop lolling. Not have to suffer the 2 times damage. It's just like there's some, I never really found a lot of good ways to use like the backpack, but I think this is finally like a strategy that I'm going to be employing an awful lot now. Shoving one of those in there for like emergency life steal when it's absolutely necessary. Still though, Hayabusa Gauntlet's also still just a good weapon, but here it has one very specific use, and that's to keep me alive. Provided that I don't just get constantly hit by things off screen. That's one of the things that the enemies in this DLC are very good at. Kind of snipe. Now, come on. Look, this is not a problem. I knew that it was going to be a little bit harder. Look, hey, I got good stats too. I'm like I knew it. I'm at like 30 brutality. I can rally up stuff very quickly. In fact, this is also a good opportunity for me to... I think like the plan, honestly, would be take like a lifesteal for early game, take a vampirism for late game. I've had good success with that as well. God Gamer. Hey, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm still alive. So shut up. Can't quite get there. But yeah, we're also using the new turret here too. And if you get like a colorless version of it, it does good stun, does good damage. It's pretty all right. 1% lifesteal. It's I always feel like I undervalued this, but now that I can just kind of like, like I said, throw it into the backpack and then take it out at will, it's like it's really good. I still think though that with like high stats late game, taking a vampirism instead is probably the way to go. It's also going to be a lot more usable in boss fights too. And by a lot more usable, I mean marginally more. You're still taking yourself down to 1 HP. I don't know. Okay. That wasn't sarcastic. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Twitch chat. You know how Twitch chat goes. The assumption that people are being sarcastic is just the you gotta say no cap for me to know. All right. Anyway, hey, I'm alive. I'm doing pretty good here. This is a difficult area. I am certainly not used to these enemies. Getting more used to them as I continue to go through here, but it's not like the best. I got another confession to make. Fool, not a chance to break over you. Oh, I'm gonna give in, be abused, because you're simply the best. And that's me, simply the best. Obviously, I'm kind of stacking everything in 2 stats here for the sake of the legendary weapon. It's quite powerful, almost 69,000. So close to being the nice number. But don't worry. sure. All I need is like one more stat to probably surpass it, unfortunately. Get out of here, everybody. You too. Okay, it's a lot of colorless weapons in this run, but hey, when life gives you colorless weapons, you make colorless weapon aid. Okay, man. Look, it's one of the best ways to get a good run going. Just get really lucky with colorless weaponry. Okay, you know what? Give me this out again. Then I would also like to go get that before I lose my legendary there. Really pay attention to enemies trying to snipe me from off screen. Ooh, that's the #1 way for you to die in this game right now. Well, for me to die in this game at the moment. Okay. I should also check that too. Here we go. Okay. What is that? Where do I find disengagement? Oh yeah, it is literally at the beginning of the game. Like the area that, right above the area that you start. That is where you find disengagement. You need the homunculus rune for it though, so you can't get it immediately, but it's quite easy to find. It's a very consistent thing to get. Might consider, also, you know, like the lantern too would be really good. Well, I don't know, it's sort of an endurance fight coming out to the lighthouse. Sure, I might be able to get a big chunk down immediately. Disengagement is so hard to get, though. I mean, all you need to do is... God, it's not clear when you're doing it, but it's like, to get it, what you need to do is you need to, like, jump inside. You need to, like, do a good double jump up there inside of the area next to the blueprint, and then you need to use the homunculus. I can show you if I die here soon enough, which at this rate, I'm feeling like it might happen. This is a rough area. Still significantly better than the... Oh? Still significantly better than the old distillery, but... I mean, I'm not getting just, like, exploded by barrels constantly. Still rough, though. There we go. No, it's you. Oh, but this is a strategy I'm probably going to employ a lot more. That healing... God, 2 times damage is scary, but like I said, when you can just shove that inside the backpack, it's something that I never really considered up until, like, very recently, as I was trying to consider more, like, strategies that I could use to come up with, like, hey, I'm having a hard time in Dead Cells. What do I do now? It's like, this seemed like an obvious one. Opinions on DLC music? Good stuff. I see that they're really going hard on the, is this much like the same thing with, the distillery and the Fatal Falls DLC. It's like they're really going hard on the violin. Just noticing. They got like a sort of vocals in the background. 69,000. Oh no, I guess I can't really see it right now. Let me see though. 78, yeah. The scaling is quite good. Unfortunately, that does mean that it's over 69. I keep obsessing about that. Anyway. Not mutation, affix. Ah, yes. Never thought about that either. It makes the mutation, it makes the affix way more worthwhile. I mean, I'm kind of surprised that nobody pointed that out as like, kind of like a good idea before. Because it's just, you know, considering it, it's like if you're not taking the 2 times damage, that's the only thing that makes it really dangerous. And it's like all you gotta do is kill so many enemies in a row, or like get so many hits in on enemies to, oh my god, no. Oh, it's a good strategy, is what I'm gonna say. That, and of course, like I've talked up how good, well, let's do it. I've talked up how good the vampirism is. It's just like, these are things that will really preserve your health even really late into the game. I don't know. Might also be because, you know, everything else, it's like all other forms of healing, whether it's using frenzy, adrenaline. Of course, those used to be extremely good. I've gotten nerfed quite a bit though. Yeah. Frenzy, adrenaline don't really do as much as you want. Of course, as we all know, necromancy only works below 50%. It's like, you know, what is this costume from? It's actually from this area. The guys that are carrying around the... Oh god, oh god. The guys that are carrying around the the anchors. It's the outfit you get from them. You can kind of see how it's got their sort of color scheme and everything. Oh my god. There was also an armored shrimp one that I nearly got last time I was streaming, but I died stupidly, as you do. As you do, especially in Dead Cells. What can I say? Okay. God, this area is so enormous. But once again, it is not the distillery, so just based on that fact alone, I feel a lot more confident. Now, the boss, on the other hand, we'll see how that goes. Oh, gastronomy is great for healing. That is true. That is true. But it's also like super luck dependent. How much food you're going to be finding in the course of a run. Or are you going to be hitting up all the areas with the... You're going to be hitting up all the areas with the food shops. Which, I mean, as always, is a good strategy, just in general. But, it does result in a lot of very similar runs, you know. That's why I try and, like, mess around, getting a bunch of different things coming... Okay, now come on. So I try and mess around, getting a whole bunch of different areas going, too. Because I think you don't really want to watch me go through the promenade over and over. Even though I did do that to get into this run. Shrimp costume sounds amazing. Shrimp emoji. Yes, finally a costume that reflects my posture. Okay. Bird in name, shrimp in spirit. Ooh, Hayabusa gauntlets. Get a little bit more. It's only actually not. It's not that much more damage, really. But of course, it doesn't have the 1%. Blah blah blah. It's also a good weapon, though. I'll leave it there, maybe. Is this shrimp costume fresh? No, not like the stuff from the sea. That'll make you sick. I'm trying to remember the whole stupid bit. Anyway. Come on. Shrimp posture is the only acceptable posture. I just remember people... I don't even know if it was like back in the day or if that was some sort of memery or whatever, describing it as if like some sort of ghostly finger is about to poke you in the back. That's how you live your life, baby. Okay. 60 kills? Looking good, looking good. Oh, looking all right. Not bad. Better than Barnacle? Probably not. Legendary does scale off of 2 stats, which is always really nice. Yeah. Shrimp costume and shark weapon. The Gura subscriber starting kit. Oh my god. Would be a shark costume though. Is there like anything that looks like a shark onesie? I don't think so. Or at least if there is, I haven't gotten that costume just yet. Alright, I had a fire captain on the platform far above me and literally dropped a cannonball right into my head. I gotta say that it's like the pirate captains, I feel like, have been such a thorn in my side since the start of this DLC. Those... Oh, come on! Those dudes... It's not... The projectile is slow, but it does so much damage. Oh my god, kill it. Kill it! Kill it! There we go. Oh, Barnacle is also invincible, and the servants love destroying your turrets. Yeah, well, everything does. I mean, I know that, unfortunately, as much as I do like the cannon, the bombard, which is a great item, by the way, like I said, stunned, big damage, and, you know, in boss fights, you're already in a very small arena, so it works out pretty well. It's like having to move a lot. Oh, yeah, they're just gonna just instantly destroy that thing. I already had that. Okay. Actually was able to recover a lot from that. The rally is on point. Of course, it always is if you have good stats in the game. But still, let's shove that in the backpack. Gotta make sure that I get back up to full health. Yep. I don't like this. Oh! Is the game about to crash there for a second? Oh, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Also, oh boy, this is going to be fun as soon as I get out of these stats. Okay. Actually, got it okay. Man, 41,000 coming from the Barnacle. Also, Barnacle giving me, like, of course, all right. I think I might have pinpointed a bug for motion in here. Too many pirate captains in this biome. I mean, they only appear in 2 of them, so I guess, you know, go all out, right? Okay, let's do a full clear. Why not? When a lot of platforms break. Yep, makes sense. It's not just a Switch, it just does that. Okay, well, there you go. This is definitely... Okay, so number 1 priority in a lot of pretty much any run that I'm going to be doing, find a 1% heal item. Just throw it in the backpack and keep it in there forever. Of course, faster the better. Hayabusa Gauntlet, very good for that. Well, this is a good strategy right now. You have a full flask? I mean, I have a full flask mostly. How good is this? Look at the multiple knocks, both. Legendary items scale out of control. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's like it's due to the strategy. It's due to the strats, the mad strats that I'm employing that Motion Twin will probably nerf. Well, so far that's true too. Also got like recovery here too to make it so that I can rally up stuff well. Another one of the only 1 shop in. Oh no, 2 shops. Did I? Just go. Oh boy. Good luck using that flask in the middle of a fight without triage. Well, I mean, triage or also the disengagement. That's kind of what I'm planning. Hopefully. We'll see. Hopium. Do I want to just take triage? That would... It's like it's not even a bad idea, right? I'm going to do it. Give me that triage, baby. Give me that triage and give me that tainted flask. 2 times damage? Sounds good to me. I'm gonna lose out on the recovery, but I shouldn't... I'm probably not gonna... I don't want to rely on that anyway. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy. Oh yeah, Giant Killer? Yeah, Giant Killer could have been good, but it's like... survival weapons are gonna be so hard to use. I like how they set up this initial area. You know that you can break this immediately going through it, and then you're also forced to roll through it to break the next one. That's what you call good game design. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh boy. I'm ready. Interactive tutorial. Like Celeste did, yeah, in Chapter 3. Did that really well. You remember that one area where you learned about, regaining your dash after jumping through the screen to get that 1 strawberry. Yep, good stuff. Anyway. And that's like one of the more subtle versions of that. God, I'm gonna die. Try my best, though. Try rolling to dodge one of those Calipee. Throws you off sometimes. I mean, it's like... Watch out for when she does the slam attack, though. That's the real thing. Now... Oh, gotta watch out, because Calliope is super good at sniping you at a distance. She can use that the stuff really well. In fact, yeah. Try and take out a lot of health there before I get Euterpia here. Okay. Whew. Lighthouse generation random. I think it's like partially random. Ah, damn it. Yeah. That's actually not that much health taken. That is... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Watch out for the barrels. She's going to try and hit me with the barrel. Well, there goes 1 potion charge. Do get food here. Taking gastronomy is... Hey, actually, that's really great. Okay. Euterpe? I don't know. I had people tell me about it last time, and I've already forgotten. So, proper pronunciation is never my strong suit. Nice. Keep on going for it, baby. I know about good situational awareness. That's not necessarily going to have me survive, but I feel like there's a good chance. Come on, baby, let's do it. Hopium. Oh my god, you have no health left. No, you have no health left. Come on. Yeah? Okay. Unfortunately, that leaves me with very little health. Damn it, that sucks. Damn it. I could have rallied up a huge amount of health if they just give me a second. Okay. Yee turpy. Yee turpy. You've yeed your last turpy, cowboy. Anyway. I'm hoping for a die. Should have known. No, damn it. Ah. It actually hurt my hand. I slammed my chair so hard. Look, actually hey, who wants to watch a video of me doing Lighthouse is so hard, man. I also forgot that I was gonna ask if y'all wanted to see a great fight, though. It was going very well right up until it didn't. Who wants to watch a video here? Like, yeah, I want to ask if you guys want to see me save scum the fight for practice sake. All right, let me see. Got like a good DLC run here. I really did hurt my hand a little bit here. Ow. Let's do it. Movie night. It's not even a successful run. That's the embarrassing part. But of course, it's like it's spoilers. All right, everybody. Sit in for movie night here. This is kind of the plan for the stream, after all. That it's like a worst comes to worst, I already had something prepared. So, you know. Let's do it. Yeah, commentary edition. You know how it is. Only if it's Final Fantasy. We already did the final. Look, we got man. We got Octopath Traveler coming up. Don't worry. Your lust for Final Fantasy will be sated. All right, same basic strategy, but, you know, I tried to have, like, the giant killer here as kind of like my backup plan. Not quite the same as the healing that I was using before. Jokes, I hate Final Fantasy. Too bad! However, one of the things that I did grab here is the Vampirism for a lot of very good healing. God, like, I still think that, you know, did I admit... Skirt! Yep. Now, you know how chat feels? I feel like I hit those pretty regularly. Oh, whatever. Look. It's fine. It's mostly fine. But anyway, yeah. I feel like a lot of the strategy that I'm going to be coming up with for future stuff is based around, like, huge regen stuff. Face Flask was merely the beginning. It's like that is a strategy that is going to be employed a lot. You have 30 stats? Yeah, I know I got 30 stats, but I could have had 31. I don't think you understand. When a man gets stats, he is never satisfied with what he has. He always wants more, okay? I swear. Also, let me turn down a little bit. I feel like it's kind of loud. Ugh. Missed because of lag. What run are we watching? Oh, one I had recorded here earlier. It was one that I did off screen in case the one that I was doing on stream was not going to be successful. Kind of. I thought it was a pretty good run anyway, but, you know, here's the thing. It's like when I'm doing the DLC here, I know that, yeah, a lot of people just kind of want to see, like, Dead Cells gameplay. They don't really care that much about if I'm successful or not. I hope. I hope. And I'm sure there's also even more people that are just here because they want, like, all of the details on Mario lore, which I can give you that too. But, you know, I feel like I should at least have some good runs to show you here if I'm going to start up a stream. There has to be like, you know, like a level of professionalism minimally that is not just like, I played the video game. That's all the audience needs, right? New areas seem super tricky. Oh, the enemies are fast and they can follow you everywhere. And as we saw in that last run that I did, they can snipe you from off screen real easy without you even realizing what's happening. You realize that's what most streamers do? I don't have to be satisfied with being most streamers. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it's just like a lot of the completionism in me is maybe going to lead to my downfall. Not instantly, but through many years of doing streaming. Yeah, I'm not like most streamers. I'm a cool streamer. This is clearly like an error on Motion Twin's part, by the way. You probably shouldn't be able to be forced to have the wall running rune to get up here. Was Mario once a prostitute? Shut up. Well, no, of course not. I don't think people have sex in the Mushroom Kingdom. As evidenced by... Oh my god. No, there's actually things to talk about here via Mario lore. No, people don't actually have sex in the Mushroom Kingdom. Babies are brought via storks in that classic sort of fable as seen in Yoshi's Island. Yep. There's actual real stuff to talk about with that. And toads just grow because they're fungus? Yeah, probably. Is this real or fake lore? No, it's real lore. Go look at the intro to Yoshi's Island. I'm telling you. That is literally what happens. You're there rescuing your brother. Yoshi after a stork gets hit by Kamek, I think. The Mario is taken by Yoshi to try and rescue his brother from Bowser. Where do Koopas come from? Now here's the thing. They call the things that Lakitus throw spiny eggs, even though they're clearly just spinies that are rolled up. But there do exist things like seeds and everything. For example, speaking of Yoshi's Island again, nipper plants come from seeds falling on the ground that Yoshi can eat but doesn't actually gain any health from. However, I want to say it's probably just storks again. They do have like the concept of marriage and everything. Bowser has on occasion many times tried to marry Peach and even told his son during Super Mario Sunshine that Peach was his mother. But yeah. Oh yes, Yoshi's also come from eggs. That's true. But Yoshi eggs are created through just eating animals. No conception process is required. Now, I don't think all Yoshi eggs are fertilized because they usually explode into fireworks, but it reasons that they reproduce basically through like monocellular division, basically. You know, as soon as a Yoshi is able to consume enough nutrients, it splits off into an egg, which then develops into another Yoshi. Yeah. Yoshi is a symbiote like Venom. I mean, no, it's more like it's an insatiable sort of monster that is able to transform anything it eats instantaneously into its own kind. Low probability monocellular reproduction. Yeah, it might just be low probability. That it's like, it's not that the idea that, that was a bad hit there, by the way, but, you know, hey, that's why I still have vampirism on the entire time. I mean, I think it also stands to reason that it's like, it could just be that of the 100,000 eggs that a Yoshi creates by consuming stuff, that, that like, only 0.01% actually develop into a full Yoshi. That it's like, if you ate enough eggs in Yoshi's Island, that one of them would just pop out of Yoshi. Otherwise, as we've seen, fertilized Yoshi eggs do just come from question mark blocks in Super Mario World. So it could be that the eggs that Yoshi creates, like, oh, Yoshi maybe had a reproductive cycle at one point in time, but it has been, but like it's entirely, they're entirely like sterile at this point in time. So basically, they have to reproduce by having question mark blocks produce eggs. And it's like the whole egg creation process is a vestigial part of the Yoshi. And that could actually be like where all babies come from, just by hitting question mark blocks that exist in the Mushroom Kingdom, that they are able to produce children instead of money occasionally, or power-ups. Unless, do you want to entertain the possibility that a mushroom that Mario eats, or whatever he does, maybe breaks in half and rubs all over his face, they don't actually show that in game, is actually an infant Toad? That would be disturbing, but you know, well, of course it is. Okay, well, there we are. Well, and that's the Mario lore corner for today. The colors are inverse, though. It could be that that's just the larval form of the Toad. Like, think about it. The mushrooms try to run away from you. They try to escape Mario. Anyway. Oh, boy. Hey, repeat a crossbow. This is a good item. Let's say that. Oh, man. You can also get Koopa shells from question mark blocks. Like the blue Koopa shell power-up did exist in New Super Mario Brothers. I mean, this also kind of works with something we talked about in a previous stream about Toads, like, basically being taken over by Mario's consciousness whenever he dies, becoming like a new Mario whenever the previous one perishes. Why are we doing deepest? Why have my streams turned into deepest lore on Mario? That's just a theory, a game theory. Yeah, exactly. Oh. You know, it's probably worth checking out the rest of stuff, but God, can we please watch Game Theory? No. Absolutely not. God, we talked about this before too, where it's just like the monarchy in the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond is extremely bizarre, where it's like Toad seem to be the main people that actually live underneath Princess Peach's rule, but Princess Peach is human. All of the other kingdoms seem to be ruled over by like human kings. But at the same time, outside of places like Diamond City, you know, where the WarioWare games take place, good going, me. There's actually like very, very few human populations around. And I suppose the Metro Kingdom. But I mean, even then, the Metro Kingdom is very different from the Metro Kingdom is very different. Like, the humans that exist in the Metro Kingdom are very different from Mario, who of course is the cartoon man. I didn't realize that you could actually stun Calliope by dropping stuff on top of her with the you know, like the fish and the cargo that you find around here. Not really something that you can see very easily when you're trying to play the game. All right. I mean, yes, normal mushrooms do have, like, enormous mycelium, and the fruiting part is the only part that we actually see. But toads obviously don't exist in quite the same way. Mario might actually be a mushroom. It's true. Like oh my god, actually in other Dead Cells episodes, like before I was even doing streams, I did talk about how the way that mushrooms might actually work is that they, like, infest Mario and add to his mass to make him twice as tall as he was previously, making him more Mushroom than Man. But it's like, oh, hey, look, this fight is going a lot better than it did in the previous run that I was doing. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. If you can get off a good vampirism hit, like if you can find like a good time to hit probably Calliope more often than not, you can get a lot of rally and regain a lot of health. It's just, I don't know if that's something you want to rely on unless you have a tonic or, of course, a disengagement working for you. Of course, having 32 stats, of course, also helps quite a bit as well. Oh boy, oh boy. Repeater crossbow, such a good weapon. Does amazing damage too, being, of course, I wasn't quite as building for as much survival, like for legendary items as I was in the previous run that I was doing, but so hard to hit you, Turpy. But, still doing good damage anyway. Maybe Mario looks so different from the people in Metro Cities because his body is mushrooms. At the same time, it's like there do exist cartoon human people in the world of Mario. Specifically, I was talking before about Diamond City in the WarioWare games, where Mario, of course, looks, I mean, maybe not super similar, but similar enough to like Mona and Cricket and everybody like that. Now, like I said, there are obviously other like human settlements that exist around the world, and one of the characters that actually looks a lot like Mario is the king of the fourth world, I think, in Super Mario Bros. 3. He's clearly just like a sprite edit of Mario specifically, but it's like that means that there are other people that look like Mario out there. He's not an unusual sort of character. It's just people in the Metro Kingdom are obviously humans, but still have a very different sort of style than Mario does. There we go. Final fight. But feel at least a little bit more confident in this one. Well, especially because I already know what's gonna happen in this run. All right. Yeah, Cleo can be pretty dangerous, but she does not have the ability to hit you at like a super huge range, making her at least a little bit safer for specific runs. Obviously, me trying to go for like parries against her was very ill-advised, like there. That was me trying to do a parry, but it did not work, let me tell you. Cleo, on the other hand, being slower also does mean that you have a much better shot at using like vampirism against her. Oh boy, different types of humans evolved over time, possibly fusing with mushrooms. I mean, the thing is, it's like there are many species of people that exist in the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. The toads are just a small part of it, as we've seen in like Mario Odyssey and like Super Mario Sunshine with the Piantas, who I think are supposed to be like they're sort of like plants, I think. And then that rolling in there was such a risky play. Worked out, though. All right. Now almost there and done. There's at least 5 boss cell mode, normal. Did you notice that all the servants represent each stat color? I didn't even think about that. You're right. The hell is a part of this conversation? Toads, shrooms are abominations and they aren't part of the human species. They're not. They're obviously not. But the thing is, it's like the relationship between humans and toads are just like a strange one. Piantas are supposed to be Sicilians, like how Mario is Italian. I suppose. It's just like... I don't think... Mario was intended as, Jumpman originally, and they just looks like that because of... Well, that's the only way you could show him being able to, like, animate well back in Donkey Kong. It was the American side of things that decided that he apparently looked like the landlord who was named Mario for the Nintendo Nintendo localizers at the time. So it's not like it was intended to be Italian, or it was intended to be an Italian stereotype from the beginning. Certainly Charles Martinet, bringing... By the way, here's the Queen. Giving him his voice, kind of like it was the deciding factor for that. All right, the Queen! I think this is the first time I've showed it on stream before. Because I'm having such a hard time. I think in the next, that sort of ability is much like fighting against the Hand of the King. It is so extremely obnoxious to try and fight the Queen sometimes with like a ranged weapon, I would think. Even with stats as amazing as this. That it's like, I'm still taking damage. Quite a bit of damage. But hey, here's an Easter egg, everybody. If you die before taking out half of her health, she revives you with, I guess, the idea that you weren't fighting good enough. Which I suppose is a strategy if you come into this fight fairly low on health, but I'm not going to say, look, a win is a win, but it's like, this is like the shameful win, you know? It's how you do, though. On 5-cell mode, I'm sure it's probably a lot easier to get than the previous, than like in other difficulties. Rooting is very good against the Queen, by the way. I was told the Boy's Axe is actually quite powerful against her. Nope. Close, though. And then she got me there. Still lost anyway, baby. She does throw. The thing is, she throws the stuff back at you. So, if you're taking a ranged weapon to that fight, remember that happens. I thought you had that. Yeah, it had her down to like 20% health, and it's like, hey, that's how it goes, baby. Oh, man. Basically, oh, she has special dialogue if you wear a spoiler outfit. Neat. Well, anyway. Okay, let's call that Dead Cells for today. I don't know. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this, because I want to show off the content, obviously, especially as I'm doing the showcases for weapons. But I'm still having a hard time even beating this on 5-cell mode. I think it's clear. So, basically, I feel like streams might be me, like starting out in the same way at the spoiler area, and then maybe like going up against the Queen after that is like for practice mode. Lighthouse does not have a practice mode, but no, I was playing earlier. That was a post commentary because I totally wanged the run that I was doing. Well, not use an aspect. I want to get there to be like, normal mode, like no frills, nothing attached, or at least like not, or at least like custom mode minimally for the kill against the Queen. Oh boy, I cannot stand any other mode than the hardest. Yeah, well, it's working mostly. Anyway, she also tries to kill your pets. Oh man. It's not a cheat, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like after I played this game for 1,877 hours, that it's like, I should be able to beat her on the hardest difficulty without like totally curating my run towards getting a win. You know how that is. If you sprint towards the boss and ignore the boss until the arenas, yeah, it is. It's like you really don't want to fight them as you're also trying to like go upwards, but if the opportunity presents itself and if you got good rally, it can work. Anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to do these streams here, because I want to keep streaming, obviously. I might end up doing showcases as like videos where I can edit them down a little bit more, because I still want to try and take all the new weapons to the boss, but some of the survival ones, like the Wrecking Ball and the Shark, are probably going to be pretty rough. Anyway, that'll be Dead Cells for today, at least. Reconvene here later for even more stuff.